Nelson, when he died, he was a national hero. They didn't want to dump him at sea, so they wanted to preserve his body. So they put him in a barrel of rum. So they pickled him. That's where you get that saying, getting pickled. Now, on the way back, the ship encountered a storm, and they was at sea for a lot longer than they thought they would be, and they run out of rum. So they started to tap the barrel of rum, which the Admiral's body was stored. Plus. All these construction sites that we've been passing on our way downstream, it's all part of the Thames Tideway Tunnel. Basically, London is getting a super sewer put through it. London's sewage system is Victorian, and it was built for 2 million. Happen to be the owners of the West and the East India trading companies. Pub on the left, Captain Kidd. Captain William Kidd was a Scottish sea captain, and he was sent out to captain one. On our right is a church. This is St Mary's of Rotherhithe in the Great. From the bridge on the left, you'll see a stone obelisk on the embankment wall. This is Cleopatra's Needle. A number of these stood in a place called Heliopolis in Egypt, modern-day Cairo, in 1500 BC. This one was presented to this country by an Egyptian viceroy for Nelson's victory over Napoleon during the Battle of the Nile. If you look at the sphinxes, they are facing the obelisk. Sphinxes are guardians. They should be facing away, guarding it. But by the time the Egyptians told us they was the wrong way round, the cement had set. So now they just admire it. Now, if you've got a small enough boat or barge, you can go through there, go and visit London Zoo, Camden Lock, Little Venice. It also links onto the Greenwich Public House. This one's got 3 wooden balconies on the outside. The name's just going to come into visitors. Nowadays, this pub is owned by a very famous actor by the name of Sir Ian McKellen. You might better know him as Gandalf from Lord of the Rings. He does live local to the pub, but unfortunately I am not allowed to tell you where he lives. He does. Just off to our left hand side, pretty much London's financial centre nowadays. All of the big banks have all moved out to the city, down to here. It's called Canary Wharf because it's where the ships from the Canary Islands used to bring all their fruit and produce to. I'd wait till the weekend. There's lots of nice shops, pubs, restaurants, a shopping centre, and the Museum of London Docklands as well. Well, I'll just give you a couple of details about the Thames. The River Thames is 215 miles long. 67 miles of that is a tidal section. That's the section that we're in. We have 2 tides a day here on the river as well. We have 5 hours of an incoming tide, which is a rising tide, which we call a flood. And then we have 7 hours of an outgoing tide, which is a falling tide, which we call the ebb. We are on the flood tide at the moment, so we are going against the tide as it's on its way in from the sea. High water today is marked at about 3 o'clock this afternoon. Now, if you come from London or just staying here in London, you are looking at your drinking water. It is the only water in the world that you can drink or and chew at the same time. It does make a nice cup of tea though. It's quite clean actually. It's got a mud base and a very fast flowing tide, so it constantly churns the mud up, giving it a murky appearance. There's over 120 different species of fish now back in the Thames. Over 30 different kinds of waterfowl, and a healthy seal population of over 3,000 seals down in the Thames estuary. And as we saw a seal earlier on. Now, considering the River Thames was biologically dead during the 60s, it's made quite a good comeback. Now, there's quite a few apartment buildings from here down to Greenwich, so it's about here we will conclude the guide. As we approach Greenwich, we'll pick the microphone up, we'll point out a few places in Greenwich, but we'll also give you what's left of your boat schedules for the rest of the day as well. So all that leaves for me to say is I thank you all very much for your kind attention so far, and I'll be back with you as we approach Greenwich. Okay, thank you. Boats back up to Westminster from here. Every 30 minutes, 10 past and 40. Last one leaves just after our part. The boat.